Let's get started.
So we go from Demo recession, I'm in a secession, and 3 months of magic that happened. They sold how many shirts?
Shoot, we sold 5,000.
5,000.
5,000, baby. Something like that, man. You know, I just stopped counting after a while, man. I was just having fun. I just know how many I had purchased, and when we looked up, they was gone.
Wow. So what did that do for you? You know, because I mean, it's so, like you said before, it's amazing to be able to take an idea, turn it into a product, and then finally sell just even one piece, two pieces.
Yeah.
But to go on and sell 5,000 pieces is just like, oh my God, like, you know, this is definitely probably a reconfirmation or affirmation or whatever the case may be that you're on the right track. So what did you go from that point forward?
Shoot, going to get another 5,000. That's honestly where I went. I mean, at that time, I didn't care if we sold the shirts for $5, for $2. The objective with me was just to make more money than you spent. So if I spent 50 cents on making the shirt, I would have sold it for 55 cents. I didn't care. The objective was for me was to build the brand, and it was not just about making money. So I believe that my personal business perception is if you see 100, if you give a discount on 1,000,000 t-shirts and you sell them to people for $15, if 1,000,000 people is in the shirt, you can recoup that by the other 10 million that will see those million that are followers by charging them $30. And they're gonna buy it because they see 1 million people in it. So my goal was I flooded my message all over the streets of LA. And so now when
how'd you do that?
Oh man, I didn't care if you had $4 or $5. I hit these streets right down here. Hey man, Skid Row anywhere. If you had $1, anything, you know what I'm saying, that was worthy of having. You could get you a Demo recession, I'm in a succession shirt. I went downtown LA. I went, if y'all want specific locations, Hollywood. I went to Compton. I went to Watts. I went to places where I felt like people needed inspiration. And I just asked them would they be receptive to my message of speaking dreams into existence. And I did the Demo recession, I'm in a succession. And I just hit the ground running. Then we came out with God's on my team, who's on yours. And then I came out with I work for God, who do you work for? Then I came out with you can never have too much faith. And then bang, I hit you with that I speak dreams into existence, baby. You know what I'm saying? I came in hard with the speak dream when, you know, I had to say I ain't gonna say the best for last because I think it's
the known tagline now.
Yeah,
the known tagline.
But what's funny is a lot of people don't even know it, but when I had first started, God on my team was actually the tagline for Wealthy Minds.
Really?
Yep. It was God on my team, who's on yours. It was not I speak dreams into existence.
So how did you move from doing the clothing to now being a speaker?
The true story was this lady called me from Virginia, and her name is Virginia Robinson. Ain't that crazy? That's her, right? You never thought of it like that, but that's really her name. Virginia Robinson, I think that is her name. She got a nonprofit organization in the DMV area. She saw I was putting these videos online that I was basically speaking my dreams into existence, saying, hey, send the video to Oprah. I might not have it now, but I'm gonna get it. Watch me go get it. Stuff like that, Hey man, I'm broke right now, but watch me, give me a week, I'm gonna come back and I ain't gonna talk about the problem. I'm gonna show you how to execute. So I was publicizing my downfalls, but showing people the power of the brain if you really believe that it can come. Like right now, what's a dream you want to speak into existence that we don't have? Give me 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, and we gonna come back, we gonna flip the camera on, we gonna get it. That's what I was doing. This lady saw my videos in DMV, Virginia, and she called me. She said, hey, I see your message that you got going on. Would you mind coming to DC to do a speech? And I said, the first response I said was, I'm not a preacher.
Wow.
So I was like, because where I'm from, everybody that speaks is a preacher. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna play with God like that, because I just started believing in God. So I don't even live 100% like I probably should, so let me not step in that line. Like, I'm a very blunt individual because I don't care what other people think about who I am, because I'm happy with me, man, and I like who I am, and that's all that really matters. And so we kind of hung up the phone. It was cool. I didn't want to do the job. She called me back 2 weeks later. She said, I really think that you would connect with these kids. They really need to hear that message coming from you. And I said, ma'am, I'm not a speaker. I said, I'm in the street selling t-shirts. it's like if you bought a shirt, I said, hey, Mikal, say something for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, oh man, I like the damn recession shirt. Billionaire out here, he doing good things and stuff. At that time, I don't even think my name was Billionaire then, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And then the lady said, I said, I ain't even no speaker. She was like, but I think that your message would really touch these kids.
Yeah.
And I turned it down. I was cool.
Uh-huh.
And she called me back a third time. It might have been like a month.
Never give up. If you want something, never give up.
She called me and she said, look, son, I'll give you $500. I'll pay for your flight and I'll pay for your hotel.
Wow.
And I said, I'll be there.
Wow.
So I tell anybody, at first, I did it for the money. And then I found out that my true passion was not selling shirts, it was speaking. The woman seen a gift in me that I didn't even know that I had. And to this day, I got to always appreciate her, thank her for having that platform to let me speak. And I've been speaking ever since, making a living, running my mouth.
It's funny that you say that. One of my mentors always said is that sometimes you may not see the greatness that is within you that other people see that are in you. So they see that you can become this great, amazing speaker, but you're like, not me, man. Not me. But now it's been able to, impact middle schools, high schools, colleges. Now we're moving into, bringing the Speak Dreams, Wealthy Wednesdays to colleges. Mm-hmm. So this is all, over the course of years.
Yep.
So how do we move from that one speaking engagement in Virginia to getting consistent speaking engagements to now creating a centralized theme around Wealthy Wednesdays and Speak Dreams?
Well,
for those of you who do not know, go ahead and share what that's all about.
Well, when I did that speech, I called my mama and I was like, I ain't at this time, not no overly religious person. So
right.
I called my mama and I was just like, Mama, something happened. It's like, something happened to me on the stage. Like, I understand that preachers be getting on stage talking about the soul or something. And my mama, I'm not that type of person that believe in that type of stuff at this age.
Right.
So I was like, but I know my body, Mama. Like something touched me, and I was up there saying stuff that I wasn't trying to say, but it came out anyway.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I think I'm gonna try it one more time just to see if the reaction is the same as what happened here, because I had 400 kids running up to me like, man, let me get your autograph. It's like, I ain't never did nothing for you. It's like, I ain't no famous than you.
Yeah.
I'm just out here with a t-shirt trying, working to push it. And then I did another speech, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cool because people was willing to pay. It was cool because I was able to see the impact that my message was having with not just myself, with the younger generation, because I was listening to people and they would say young people have a short attention span, and people ask me, why do I write quotes? I just write in the way they say that they think. So if y'all don't read books, I wrote a quote. Nobody might not want to read no long books. So I said, let's stop making up excuses for youth, and I'm going to create a solution. So that is really how I started writing quotes. And that's why I write quotes. It's not because I personally like quotes. I write quotes because I have a short attention span.
And they're bite-sized.
And it's like, how can you not get it? I just tested positive with MTD, motivated transmitted disease. If you touch me, look at me, email me, or hate on me, I will infect you with motivation. Period. Now you might have missed all that. I might have said it too fast.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time for him.
I just tested positive with MTD, motivated transmitted disease. If you touch me, look at me, email me, or hate on us, we will infect you with motivation. Send the video to Oprah. All I do, man, is never spend your present time with a person you don't have a future with. Most people can see, but not everyone has vision. That's the type of stuff that I like to do. That's who I am. I just like to sit down and be creative and turn my gifts into, my dreams, and make them dreams come into existence.
Yeah. So being a speaker, being able to be in front of tens of thousands of individuals, what, if you could pick out one, what was one of the most impactful, inspirational moments that you've had with someone who was in attendance, or maybe someone that messaged you, something that just really touched your heart and you said, I have to keep doing this?
That little girl that had brain tumors and a stroke.
Wow.
I don't even got to think about it, She got a brain,
Yep.
She had said she was 4 years old, had brain tumor and a stroke. And she up speaking her dreams into existence. The part, and I'll be honest with you, the part that really touched me the most, no offense to her story, it was not even the brain tumor and the stroke part. It was the fact that she's 10 years old, and she, with those problems, didn't stand up and share it as if it was a problem that held her back. You've seen it.
Yes.
She stood up there and had confidence that most of you 30-year-old people don't even have, and said, I'm up here speaking my dreams into existence with this problem. Most people share their problems. Oh, the reason why I don't have this is because of my kids. Her sentence didn't go like that. She said, I was 4, I had a brain tumor and a stroke, but I am up here speaking my dream into existence.
Fact.
That's what she said. So I was like, shoot, she actually inspired me.
Wow. And that's the beautiful thing about this, is to be able to see their growth. And, you know, I had a similar experience. It wasn't that extreme, but, you know, I was leaving an event, and this kid who we had mentored this year actually called me up and was just like, Mikal, I just want to call and thank you for, you know, coming to our after school program and teaching us the knowledge and the wisdom that you guys have shared. You know, I've now gone ahead and read Think and Grow Rich. I've read Science of Getting Rich. His name's Christian. If you're watching this, Christian, shout out to you. But if it wasn't for you guys coming in and teaching this type of information, I would still be the same person I am today. You know, and he said, I just want to call and thank you, because now my friends are seeing that I'm changing, my family's starting to see that I'm changing, and now I'm starting my business, and, you know, I just want to stay connected with you guys, so that way, you know, we could all grow together, and, you know, I could, you know, learn from you guys.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most gratifying things, because, you know, for me, for those, you know, who do not know me on a personal level, but, you know, middle school, high school, elementary school, you know, I was one of those kids that always got in trouble. I was always one of those kids that, you know, I stood up for myself. You know, I wouldn't let, you know, teachers, you know, speak to me some type of way, because my mom taught me to stand up strong, to stand in defense, to, you know, listen, but also it's like, hey, if you're not treating me with respect, then we're gonna have to come to some type of medium ground, you know? And obviously I always ended up in the principal's office, you know, because they were trying to listen to the kid. But that's what so many of these kids are actually dealing with, is that their voices are not being heard. If you're simply here to listen to what I'm truly passionate about, and are here to guide me to be able to live the lifestyle that I envision for myself, then we could all live a better quality of lifestyle all together. So with that being said, you know, having been able to inspire millions of people to be able to speak their dreams into existence, where do you see not only Billionaire PA going, but Wealthy Minds Clothing, Wealthy Minds Entertainment, be able to go in the next year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now?
Well, I personally, when I didn't have $1 in my pocket, I think I told everybody where we was going when I named myself Billionaire. That right there, like that, it don't, like I tell people all the time, you know how crazy you gotta be to call yourself a billionaire when you broke? Like everybody say they gonna do it, but to actually change your name to that.
Right.
But it was never about making money to me. The billion represented the billions of people that we were going to touch and infect, to speak their dreams into existence. And because I was doing what I actually love to do, I wake up every day and I love what I do, money gonna come. I ain't even concerned. Like, I do God's work, and it's gonna pay off. I'm not the person that get on my knees and pray and get up and I be worried. What's the purpose of meditating? What's the purpose of praying to somebody? Like, you're disrespecting them to me. Yeah. If you get up worried, I ain't concerned about no bills due. I'm not concerned about no rent due. Nothing. I don't even worry about it, man, because I work hard. I think I'm talented and blessed at what it is that I do. And in fact, this is just something I just have on my mind. We need to take that little follow button off these social sites and say, press lead with me. Because I'm sick of people. How many followers you got? How many followers you got? This ain't for me or us to be on no pedestal. Like, I am no better than anybody out there in the world. We should be leading together as a team. This world is these sites are teaching people to psychologically be followers. And that's why, a touchy, it's a whole nother subject, but I'll say it in this form. We vote for all these leaders to be in office, and you see them at every political event in the whole entire world. Not at the world, but where they should be, to get your vote. But when an issue arises,
they ain't nowhere to be found.
I can't even find you. That's all I'm saying. Where the leaders at? Like it just like when I voted, when I was checking the box, you was check that right there. You was right over my shoulder. But when I got into some trouble or there's a riot or issue, I ain't even seen. I don't know the governor. I don't know the council person. I don't know nobody. It's just like they just disappear. And I challenge people. I'm not physically calling a person weak. But I think you are weak if you stand in front of these children and you want their votes, but you don't stand up for them when they need you. Like we have been out there and we not perfect. We not claim to be. We don't want to debate with you. We just want to come together and work together. This isn't an argument.
Right. This
isn't a debate. It's people hurting and we need to focus on them. It's not about me. It's not about him. It's about what these people down here need, because when I show up to speak, it isn't to make my pockets fatter, because I'm going to do that because I like to work hard anyway. So that's a whole nother subject, but I like to get on the stage and help people manifest their dreams into existence, and that's what I am working to do. I don't want to argue. I don't want to debate.
I want the community.
Exactly. That's what we should be doing. When it comes time to run for president, we're gonna see every political person in the world.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't in politics, so I'm not gonna act like I'm smarter than something that I'm not. And I make this clear because I want people to really understand. But I just have an issue, man. There's people out here that need jobs and stuff, and you showed up and wanted them to vote for you, but now can't find you.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
This has been a pretty deep conversation.
I hope so. I hope it was enlightening to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely it was, for sure. So, in some last closing remarks, if one kid's watching this out today, even an adult, doesn't matter, what's something that you would want to leave them with?
Execute. Hey, no. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm not messing with you, but I said that one time, and I get it. One of my closest friends, they was like, man, you use the word execute, but a lot of people don't know how to execute. And then I thought about it, and it's actually true. But I'm going to leave you with execute. That's what you need to do. But what are we going to execute? What do you need help with? So that's the purpose of why we're doing this video. This video isn't about for you to comment on my life story or his life story. This video, I think, is called Live the Dream, to help you live out your dream. So if you have a question or a problem or you need some help, you should leave a comment. You should write something that you need help with. This wasn't designed for me to sit here and you like, oh, parade me. It's not about me. It's about you. Yeah. Speak your dream into existence. In order for us to help you execute that dream, what you need help with? What business you trying to start? It's information is free, man. It's on Google. You want to start a business, we'll teach you LLC, DBA, or incorporation. You learn the ropes of that. You know what I'm saying? What you want, a clothing line, or buy a shirt for $5, sell it for $20, $25.
That simple. Simply that simple.
You need a graphic artist, they cost between $50 to $300, depending you want a good one or a halfway decent one, what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard, man. It's not easy either. It's just a lot of hard work. You want to be successful, just go. This the main thing I tell everybody. Just go crazy for your dream.
Just take action.
Just go crazy.
Just take action. Figure it out on the way. So I want to thank you for joining us.
I'm looking at this view, man. I'm thanking him and the view.